Welcome back. We're having our final conversation this morning. And as you can see, we have here with us Tim August, the breadfruit chef, the breadfruit king, the breadfruit man. And he's not here cooking this morning. The first time he came here with us and he said, well, it looks like you guys are going to give me food for a change. Yeah. We told him we only have pepitos and peanuts. But anyways, that's another story. We have here with us Tim August, and he's the owner of Stone Kraab Bar and Grill. And he's here to talk about his reopening of his restaurant. Great news.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, Belize. As always, it's a pleasure to be here. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't have to get up at 4 in the morning.
I know.
And prep to come to cook. I know that's the norm, but today I just wanted to come and take a break from all the hard work that I've been putting in for the last couple of months. You know, with a restructured and new plan and new vision for Stone Kraab. And so basically what I'm here to do is just to let Belize and beyond know that the fabulous Stone Kraab Bar and Grill, where it started back in 2012, is being revamped and coming back online. So I don't know if it's a great time to be reinvesting in restaurants with the way you know, everything is right now. But I believe that over the years we have built a great brand and offered great service, and being so creative and consistent with what we do, that I believe that people from far and near will come. And they always visit the Angriga and they support us, but I think they'd want more. They'd want to come in and dine and interact with the chef. And so I've designed it in a way where it's a huge open kitchen where you can walk in, come in and see your food being prepared. So we're focused on more. I took more of the square footage of the place and turned it into a kitchen. All right, so when you walk in, you're seeing Tim August in the kitchen now. And I think people have missed that, seeing me being in the kitchen. And so as you enter, as you park, you can start smelling the food, seeing what's going on in the kitchen, see what's on the grill and stuff like that. So we brought everything back. We're back at the old location at Rivas Estate, known as the Kraab Reserve in the Angriga. And we want to offer that same ambience and fine dining that we used to do back in 2018 and stuff like that, before COVID, before all the problems with flooding in the area and stuff. It's great to have a mayor that is working right now in the Angriga, and that has lifted my confidence to reopen, because I see the work he's putting in and developing the area, more drainage, better streets, better lights, and so it's encouraging entrepreneurship and stimulating it a bit, because I was drawn to come out of the Angriga as much as I could, but now I'm seeing a lot of more potential. So I want to congratulate the mayor, Mariano, for doing a good job and encouraging entrepreneurship in the Angriga. Well,
so when is the reopening?
Officially, we don't have an official date, but
it's happening.
It's happening already. We only were doing food because we just got inspection yesterday for liquor license and that type of thing.
So it's moving.
It's moving with food and everything. So if you go on Facebook, you'll see that. But people want to come and sit and have. We were famous for drinks. We have some famous drinks like the Snake Bite, and the name goes on. But we became, for the last 2 years, I've just been focusing on food, and so that's our main thing that people know us for.
You know, Tim. I know that life has its circumstances and life throws darts at you, but I have to say that just as an outsider looking in, I'm encouraged by resilience.
Thank you.
I'm encouraged by the fact that when things don't go right with the restaurant, you get up and you do the truck. And you keep it moving. And when things don't go right with the truck, you set up a tent and you keep it moving. And when the tent fails, where you're in the sun hot, and you keep it moving. And for me, that entrepreneurial spirit could be taught.
I agree,
to
Paul.
a lot of entrepreneurs out there who are faced with challenges in their business. Where do you get that resilience from?
I want to be an inspiration to others. I always say that I want people to remember me and look at me and say, Tim, it was because of you I didn't give up.
Yeah.
You know, and there have to be people like that. It's like Dangriga is, for me, being with the popularity that I have and being based in Dangriga, people would say, Tim, you're crazy to stay in Dangriga. I have investors that say, I want to give you $50,000, but I don't want you to be in Dangriga. I want to take you out. Now, Dangriga is where I was molded. Diamond is made by force. So that's where I was molded. Like I said, I was an accountant, and now I'm a chef. I'm an entrepreneur. So anything is possible. In the worst place, if you could survive Dangriga, you could survive anywhere, and that's why I'm able to come out and survive from PG to Corozal, because of the same thing, resiliency, consistency, things like that. And I just always want to show others that it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you put yourself to do something, you will make something off of it.
I just want to echo what Paul has been saying, because I too have seen how resilient you really are, Tim. The story that you've shared with us, both on and off camera, and the way that you've kept yourself busy as well, I have to commend. From being on the morning show here with us, cooking up a storm, to even putting yourself outside of your comfort zone and being a part of this recent cooking competition. Let's talk a bit about that, because you've been busy.
Yeah, I sometimes I don't know how I do it, and that's why you know, it takes so much of you that you know, you know, it's sad to say that for family they don't have enough of you because you're so focused. The business everything that you do becomes your baby, so you're trying to nurture that, and then you forget the important thing. And so that's what I'm trying to do, and that's why today I decided I will just want to come and sit on the couch today and take a break, because you have to start self-care and that kind of thing, and I realized that. So that's what I did. I did glazed out because the same thing, those people saw the vision in me. And so from last year, from season 2, they've been trying to get me on the show because they see what I do. It's creative cooking, it's outside the box. So it doesn't matter what you throw at me. You can give me a marshmallow and a peanuts and a pepitas, and Tim will try to make something out of it. And that's exactly what their show is focused around. You know, taking Belizean fruits and roots and traditional stuff and making something from it. And so I believe that from the show itself, I will probably be the chef that will gain the most from it. You know, because all the other chefs, yes, they're still looking for popularity and looking to enhance themselves. And I was just a good sport to go and do the same thing that I'm doing today. Share that passion that I have and share ideas and stuff. And of course, promote breadfruit, because that's the first thing I did.
Of course.
You know, I went there and they said,
that was audition.
The audition, what's Tim gonna do? Breadfruit. I walked in there with a big knife.
I can imagine the things that you showed them.
They were blown away. They're like, this guy from Austria and the other chef, they were like, when they heard breadfruit tacos, they were like, wait, this guy. Then I took my little homemade grill, and you know, I blew it out from the audition round. And they say, like, even Sean is like, Tim, how do you get to do so much? And I must report that we did. The reason I'm being able to reopen Stone Kraab, thank God and bless, is because of this breadfruit chips. We made, and I'm not afraid to say it because I want to encourage people to start planting breadfruit. I made $32,000 from the last breadfruit crop, right? I grossed $32,000. Doing it by hand, you know, the cutting, the picking, the cutting, the slicing, the frying, the sealing of the bag, the labeling, and taking it out to sell, 32 grand. So,
again, that speaks to your resilience, Tim.
You give us goosebumps, really, you know, Tim. Seriously.
So I want to tell people that you can take something as classified as pig food and make that volume of money from it, monetize it to that. To me, $32,000 might sound, oh, I'll leave it. But trust me, now that I can take the profit from that $32,000 and reopen Stone Kraab, that's the big deal about it. So I can basically come on the show and say, breadfruit saved my life.
Wow.
Let's put it that way. You know, that because of breadfruit and because of Channel 5 giving me the opportunity to come here and showcasing and this person believing in me and that person believing in me, there's a lot of people that I want to thank from the show. They do it, like I said, people that publicly, they would give you something and take a picture and post it. There's a lot of people like that, but there's a lot of people too that just want to help you, just want to see you come up without getting that, oh, I need to be posted on Facebook, I need my name here, I want to see, I want to share, I want to have shares in the business and stuff like that. There are people that honestly, deeply just see your passion and want to help you.
Yeah.
And I want to say one more thing, you know, because it's very important. I couldn't do this alone, you know, and especially having workers. I have dedicated workers. We don't invest in facade with Stone Kraab. We don't have the fancy this and the fancy that. I invest in my workers, right? I have a thing that you might sound boasty or something, but every time my workers are down and depressed or whatever, we always have encouraging little talks and stuff. And then when they frustrate me a bit, I would tell them, listen, we're doing great, we can do better. And there's a thing I always say, I can put my head on the block that we're the shabbiest looking business around, but I pay the best. If you guys can find another employer in Dangriga that pays better than me, I will match that pay. So if you feel like you're not getting the best pay, find somebody that pays better than me and I will match it automatically. And there's another thing that you know, I told them recently, I said, you guys are I invest in you guys, without you guys, I can't do it all. I try to do as much as I can do, but you need workers, and that's a problem with a lot of employers. They don't see their employees as real assets.
Yeah.
You understand? And so with this blessing that I've been getting, I've decided to even go further and said, my workers now with something that we didn't do before, give them a quarterly bonus based on profit sharing.
Wow.
You know, so the harder, I know they work hard, and so I need to share whatever blessing I'm get, I need to share some of it with them, because without them, you can't go. So definitely I told them, I said, listen, when you start, every 3 months, we do our books. We have done things differently now. We have an external accountant. I'm an accountant, but I can't do everything.
You can't do it all.
So we're doing everything, trying to do everything right this time. You know, make sure we pay our taxes, our social security, have an external accountant so we can know our numbers and see if we're truly doing what we're supposed to do, you know, keeping costs down and things like that. So I believe now with the doing it the right way, I believe that Stone Kraab will be successful.
Wonderful. Well, I am looking forward to paying a visit to Stone Kraab and trying some food.
I have one question. Is that special sauce still on the menu?
Definitely. And I actually make 6 sauces. And now with the restaurant setting, I'll be able to offer all 6.
Okay.
You know, and that's the thing. People used to come and say, well, I love the Obia sauce, but you know, sometimes if I'm a repetitive customer, I'd like to get different taste buds clicking. So now with the restaurant, my restaurant space alone is 800 square feet. So I have enough space now, you know, where I can do exactly what I want to do. I've invested just in the kitchen. The dining and everything will come into effect more. But I said I needed to have a kitchen where everything can happen, you know, and we're doing it more. Like I said, we've always wanted to more health conscious, and so I have 4 grills now, right? So I actually have 4 grills.
Wow.
So it will be mostly grilling, smoking, you know. So we're trying to eliminate all that frying, and even the frying part. I've always told people, I said, I invested in a fryer that uses, it might sound crazy, but it uses 10 gallons of oil and 5 gallons of water. Now, everybody will say, well, oil and water don't mix, but there's a fryer that oil and water mix. So you have it where it filters out all the debris and all the, you know, that you don't need. And so it's crazy, but there's actually that type of technology now, where there's a fryer that uses, and I'm telling all restaurateurs, I don't think they want it to become one of the most popular fryers, because normally you would get 60 hours, 60 frying hours with a regular fryer. And with this fryer now you're getting 120 frying hours. So it's basically 3 times. So with the cost of oil, you need to...
It's very efficient.
Exactly.
Yes.
If you can get 3 times the frying hours out of oil, then, you know, so that's a big tip for today.
Tim, congratulations. Yes. We are so excited for you and this new development, the reopening of Stone Kraab Bar and Grill. We're definitely going to stop by and check it out ourselves, and we know that we're going to be getting nothing less than excellence.
All right, so we're open right now. We're going to be open from Wednesday to Sunday from 4 p.m. to midnight. That's going to be our test hours, test hours for now. And of course, we're starting off with a small crew, but as time allows, business allows, we'll definitely. So we're creating employment for Dangriga. Dangriga is a place that everybody says the quicker you can leave, the better. But I want to change that mentality and say Stone Kraab is a magnet now that will bring tourists and more people that want to come, like you guys want to visit Dangriga, just to, at least to come and visit Stone Kraab and enjoy. And come in the kitchen and interact and bring the cameras if you want and, and do a show from Stone Kraab.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, Tim, thank you so much for joining. It's always a pleasure having you.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Thank you,
We're going to take our final break, and when we come back, we wrap things up.